In the small riverside town of Bellwillow, where mornings smelled like fresh bread and evenings glowed with fireflies, lived a young girl named Maxene. She wasn't famous. She wasn't loud. Most people wouldn't have noticed her at first glance, just a slim girl with curious eyes and worn sneakers that had seen too many roads. But if you stayed in Bellwillow long enough, you begin to notice something else. Whenever something went wrong, somehow Maxene was already there. Maxene lived with her grandmother in a narrow blue house near the edge of town. Her parents had passed away when she was very young, and though life had not been gentle with her, Maxene carried no bitterness. Her grandmother often said, "Pain can either harden a heart or open it." Maxine's heart had opened wide. Every morning before school, Maxene swept the front steps not only of her own house but also of Mrs. Calder's next door. Mrs. Calder's hands shook too much to hold a broom these days. Maxene never mentioned it. She just did it, humming softly, as if kindness were as natural as breathing. At school, Maxene noticed things others didn't. She noticed when Eli forgot his lunch and quietly split her sandwich in half. She noticed when Lorna struggled to read aloud and stayed after class to practice with her, patiently, word by word. She noticed when a new boy sat alone, staring at the ground, and sat beside him without asking questions. "Why do you help everyone?" Lorna once asked her. Maxene shrugged. "Because they need help. But you never get anything back." Maxene smiled, a small, thoughtful smile. "I don't need anything back." As the years passed, Bellwillow faced harder times. The river flooded one spring, washing away fences and soaking homes. People panicked, argued, and worried about what they had lost. Maxene, only 12 at the time, spent her days running from house to house, helping carry wet furniture, watching children while parents worked, and bringing warm tea her grandmother brewed endlessly. When someone tried to press a few coins into her hand, Maxene shook her head. "Save it," she said. "Someone else might need it more." There was something about her quiet determination that made people pause. Neighbors who barely spoke before began working side by side. Arguments softened. Helping Maxene help others made people remember how to help each other. Still, Maxene never thought of herself as special. One winter, the cold came early and cruel. Mr. Hanley, who ran the old bookstore, fell ill and had to close his shop. Without income, he struggled to heat his apartment. Maxene noticed the lights were always off now, the windows dark. She didn't tell anyone. She simply began stopping by each evening with soup, sitting and listening as Mr. Hanley told stories about adventures from the books he loved. When the town finally discovered his situation, they were surprised to learn Maxene had been visiting for weeks. "She didn't ask for help," Mr. Hanley said, voice thick with emotion. "She just gave it." As Maxene grew older, people began to rely on her more than they should have. She carried groceries, mediated arguments, volunteered at shelters, tutored children, and comforted the grieving. Some worried she would grow tired or resentful. But kindness, for Maxene, was not a burden. It was a choice she made every day. One evening, exhausted, she sat by the river where Bellwillow first began. For the first time, she wondered what her life might be like if she stopped helping. The thought felt strange empty. Her grandmother joined her, sitting slowly beside her. "You give so much," her grandmother said gently. "Do you ever wonder why?" Maxene looked at the water reflecting the stars. "Because once," she said quietly, "when I needed help most, someone helped me without asking for anything in return. I don't even remember their name. But I remember how it felt." Her grandmother smiled, tears in her eyes. That's how ripples work. Years later, Maxene left Bellwillow to study medicine. She returned often, always quietly, always helping. She became a doctor known not just for her skill, but for the way she listened, really listened. She treated those who couldn't pay. She stayed late. She remembered names. People often tried to thank her. She always replied the same way. Just pass it on. And so, in ways no one could fully measure, Maxene changed the world, not with grand speeches or rewards, but with a steady unspoken promise. Kindness. Given freely is never wasted.